Hi everybody, I just wanted to make another quick video on how to do your entries for shows on the new CoWN website. So we're going to go ahead and enter ourselves for the CoWN jackpot show. So we're going to go to shows, and we have the CSU Collegiate Show and the CSU Open Ranch Riding and Ranch Pleasure Jackpot. This show is obviously only for collegiate members and students competing under collegiate. The CSU Open Ranch Riding and Ranch Pleasure Jackpot is open to anybody, whether you have a membership or not. So in order to register, you can and fill out your entry, you can either click the register button here, you can go to show details and see more information. You can see the schedule here. You can click the PDF entry form if you'd like to complete that and mail it in. Or you can go ahead and click register and begin your entry. So we're going to begin as though we are not members of CoWN. So I'm going to enter an email address that I am not a member with. And I'm going to enter the security code. This is just to make sure that I am not a robot. And that brings me to the entry form. So as you can see, when we start out the entry, it'll give you a total amount. This is always going to be your entry fee, which you would have to pay regardless. So it just goes ahead and starts out your entry fee before you even get started. And go ahead and fill out the form, the entry form. We're going to do some autofill with Google there. And provide your CoWN membership number. Obviously we started this as if we were not a member of CoWN, so I'm not going to fill this out. If I had a Stock Horse of Texas membership number, I could fill that out here if I knew it. If you were a member of CoWN, this would automatically be filled for you when you logged in, as well as your Stock Horse of Texas number if we know it. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out my horse's information. My Coggins number, I'm going to make this up right now. The date that my Coggins was taken, and the lab would be Colorado State. And then down here I have to fill out my liability releases and emergency information. So as you can see, the liability release right here, there's a link to it, and you can view the liability release there. If you agree to it, you have to click this link, and as you can see, that mandatory star came off, so you know you've completed it. You have to put in an emergency contact name and phone number, any allergies that you may have or medications you may have, and then CSU requires a medical release. So again, I can click through and view the medical release. If I agree to that, I'm going to click there, and then I'm going to choose the classes I'd like to enter. So as you can see, I have the price here, and when I click which ones I would like to enter, it is automatically going to add that to my totals for my entry. And then my fees, so if I wanted to do my Stock Horse of Texas membership, I could add that on. Obviously for this show, we do not require a Stock Horse of Texas membership because it is an open jackpot show. For all other CoWN approved shows, you do have to have a Stock Horse of Texas membership. If I had stalls, the cost for those are $20 per night and per horse. So if I had let's say I'm actually bringing 2 horses for 2 nights, I'd need 4 nights of stalls. And I'm doing my entry on time, so I'm not getting charged the late fee. If I was entering this late, I would click my late fee. And then down here it says public list of event registrants. So this essentially, you get to choose whether you'd like to display to other members and non-members that you're going to the show. If you don't want to be included on the list to show that you're going to this show, you just unselect that and you won't be included. I'm going to go ahead and hit next, and I'm going to go ahead and review and confirm. So as of right now, I am entered in the CSU Open Ranch Riding and Ranch Pleasure Jackpot. My base entry is $15. My extra costs were $120, so my total due will be $130. Online payments are not accepted for all shows. So shows not owned by CoWN must be paid by check at the time of check-in. Please be sure to bring a check to the show and remit all payment as specified. And then down here I can just double check all of my horse's information. I can check my liability information, that I've entered the right classes, and that all of my fees are correct. And then I'm going to go ahead and click confirm. And I'm done. So it'll notify you that your invoice has not been paid, and you can view and pay the invoice here if you'd like. However, like I mentioned, for some shows we cannot accept online payment, so you will have to bring a check to the show regardless. If you click back, you now basically have not a membership account but a guest account, because we didn't sign up with the membership. And I don't have a membership. That's how we started this, was that I was not a member. But I can still view my invoice and I can see what I've entered here. If I go back, I can also go to my event registrations, and I can see what I'm entered in there, and you get more information. So then you can add this to your calendar, and it'll automatically give you an event down here to add to your Google Calendar or whatever calendar you may use online. So yeah, that is how you enter if you are not a member. If you are a member, I'm going to go ahead and log out here. And then because we entered as a non-member, I'm going to enter as a member, which means I paid my membership dues. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And then I'm going to go to shows. And I'm going to enter for the same show, which is the CSU Open Ranch Riding. As you can see, there's one registrant, so that was me. And there you go. That I'm marked as an anonymous user, but I was registered on that date. So let's go back. So as a member now, I can also enter, and I'm going to go ahead and hit register. I'm going to use my email that I have associated with my membership account. I'm going to hit next, and you'll see all of my information is automatically filled. My CoWN membership number, my Stock Horse of Texas membership number. These numbers obviously I made up, but because I'm already logged in, it automatically brought them over, and then I can enter my next horse. And then again, I can do my liability, my emergency contact. And do my medical release, enter whichever classes I would like to enter. I already did my Stock Horse of Texas membership, so I'm not going to do that. I need 4 stalls again. I'm entering on time. And you know what? This time I'm not going to include my list. This time I'm going to include my name in the list of registrants. And then I'm going to hit next. And there we go. I'm all registered as a member. I'm going to go ahead and click confirm. And I can go back to my membership account up here, and I can always see in my event registrations that there we go, I am now entered in the CSU Jackpot show, and I can view that invoice if I'd like to. You can actually go into these invoices directly and see what you're entered for. So that's kind of cool. And then if you owe money, you can see your balance due down here if you're a member. So yeah, just kind of a cool new way to enter online. If you guys have questions about your membership, if you have questions about how to enter online, please feel free to reach out to us at cownmarketing@gmail.com, and we will happily help you get entered and make sure your membership is all squared away.